This is an overview of the new label printing tool. To get there, in My Profile, go to the Occurrence Management tab, click on the name of the collection for which you want to print labels, and then click Print Specimen Labels. Here you'll define which specimens for which you want to create labels. Once you've entered your search terms, click Filter Specimen Record. From the resulting list, select which specimens for which you want to print labels. Or you can select the top check to take them all. You can move forward with label printing using one of the portal-defined profiles. These are the default profiles. Or you can define your own profile in which you can customize every single field that appears. This is what I'm going to demonstrate now. If you want to create your own profile, click on the pencil icon to the right of Label Profiles. Then under the User Profiles box, click the plus sign. You'll then want to enter in any information about the user profile, so you want to give it a name, maybe a header, maybe a footer, maybe select some options from the options box. But the really cool customization occurs in this bottom box called JSON. Now you can write your own custom JSON script, but this takes familiarity with JSON. So if you want to use a visual interface, click Visual Interface to the right of this field. From here, you can customize your label exactly as you want it to appear. To do that, you'll drag and drop fields from the Fields Available column into the label content area, and you'll add it line by line. As you do that, there will be a preview that shows up in this label preview box. So I'm going to demonstrate this. So say I want to have my catalog number and the family on the first line. But say I want to have the family over on this side, and I want it to be in larger font. If I want to customize the field itself, or what the field looks like, click on that field in the label content area, and you can edit it over here in the field options area. So if I wanted this to have a prefix of family, I could enter that prefix. You can see it here in the label preview now. If I wanted to make it bigger, I can say large. And then I can also tell it to go all the way to the right. So I have the catalog number on the left and the family on the right with a prefix of family. Let's go to the next line. Add a line, and let's say that now I want the scientific name. I also want to make it possible to add varieties and such, so I'm going to put taxon rank, so that would be variety or subspecies. And then I'm going to add infraspecific epithet, and then the authorship. If you want to include the authorship of the parent taxon, you can also drag that in here. And I want those to be italicized, so I'm going to click scientific name, put that in italics. I'm going to put infraspecific epithet in italics. And notice that it's showing on multiple lines now, but that's just because it is too long to fit on one line. I'm going to add another line where I put the location information. So I'm going to drag country, state, county. And let's say I wanted to delimit these with a dash. So I could put in state province, I could enter a dash on either side. And now you can see that they are separated by dashes. Maybe I want this one to be bold. Add a new line. Now I'm going to enter, let's see, locality. I want latitude, longitude, maybe the datum, and the coordinate uncertainty. So all of that is going to appear on one line. And maybe I will also put on the coordinate uncertainty in meters a suffix of meters uncertainty. And you can continue to add lines like so. I'm going to make two more lines. So recorded by, that's the name of the collector. Record number. And I'm going to put the event date, but I want the event date to go on the right side. And I want it to be bold. I'm going to add a line for associated collectors. Note that there is the possibility of adding year, month, day, but since I have event date, the whole date is going to show up in the bottom right. I'm going to put associated collectors in this line. And then I don't want anything else, so I'm just going to leave it like this. If I wanted to apply some formatting to the entire line, I could select that line. And you can actually delimit the fields. So I could have done that here instead of setting a prefix and suffix. So that did the same thing. I'm going to put a space on either side. I can also put bars above or below. And you can change the spacing as well. Once you're happy with your format, click Save Format and Close. And now the JSON script describing all of that formatting is here in the JSON box. Then I'll click Create New Label Profile once I've added a title. Then when I'm printing labels in the future, I can select my new profile from the user-defined profiles. And if I click Print in Browser, I'll be able to see that profile. Now this is something that I made a little earlier, so it's a little different. Then if I click Edit Labels Content, you can actually edit everything right here in the browser. And then you can print. Note that currently the Word document output only creates the old static label format. So if you're using one of these label profiles, it will not show up in the Word document. So for now, you'll probably want to use this label printing from the browser.